Binance, the devil, and the eve of Apple Sweet Secrets. Welcome, lords and ladies, to Planet Vrilock. Alright, so Binance is buying up companies all around the planet and banks. Yes, that should make your hair stand up on the back of your neck, I would think. Central Bank in Bahrain licenses Binance. Binance then acquires Brazilian brokerage firm. And to top off this cherry of ultimate evil, Binance takes aim at 2 companies in every industry of the world to convert them into a cryptocurrency empire. From China to Taiwan to Canada, and extending their reach to both hemispheres of the globe. Binance is the behemoth of blockchains, which stands poised to strike into the heart of finance, a new world order. Or some of our friends would like us to believe, yes? Well, maybe it's true. On the other end of the spectrum, Apple has the capacity to break the necks of virtually all retailers on the planet. Yes, they offer, or were, making some deals, attempting to make some deals, I should say, for serious cost-effective offers straight from the fruit of digital temptations. Looking back at 2021, Apple's App Store earned developers $60 billion. That's big buckaroos, whether it's in paper or digital form. And you know, the world is going digital. I know some of you are clawing at the carpet as we drag your legs into the World Web 3, yeah? But either way, you know, whether you have to be dragged here screaming and crying or waltz right in, we'll be waiting for you. Meanwhile, the Russia-Ukrainian war is opening the opportunity for globalists to push countries into a collaborative of constructing their central bank digital currencies. Yeah, the CBDC. You've probably heard that term thrown around a number of times, CBDC, and some of you are so asleep watching television all this time. I'll spell it for you. CBDC. Central Bank Digital Currency. You may be asking yourself why a central bank digital currency is such a big deal. Well, after slapping you over the head with a leather glove, I will tell you this. With the CBDC, we could very likely see an end to all other banks. What's that? Muggles, pay attention. That means there's no middleman between the average person, company, entrepreneur, and then the government. The G word. I had to use the G word. It leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. Central banks and government-issued digital money will mean everything you do will be controllable from a centralized source. You know, that's the difference between Big Brother and psionics. They control things from a centralized source. Psionics are in no way centralized. Not at all. We're all strict, devout... No, I meant to say we're all strictly devout individualists. Or I hope so. I don't know about this whole psionic collective thing. I don't really buy that. I like psionic individualism. Okay? That's how it began. That's how my teacher and mentor began psionics, is the pursuit of the individual to his right of destiny. And so new people keep messing that up. With that little gripe out of the way, plus, as these blockchains become centralized conduits in a maze of state machines and networks of government-monitored nodes, and that means a bunch of computers spread across a vast network, your latest social network information will be tagged. And that means connected to your lifestyle, the decisions that make you buy, what you buy, when you buy, where you buy, what you think you own, and whomever you so patronize with this centralized money. And chances are, if they don't want you patronizing someone, you'll never be able to spend it, because it'll be controlled. That means you can be shut down or made immobile. The power to buy or sell will be in the sole control and power of the centralized monetary authority. That would be the central bank. Yeah, the CBDC. You may have thought that the vaccine was the mark of the beast. Were you thinking that really? Vrilock is scratching his helmet. But it is this centralized digital money which will be civilization's ultimate undoing. Alright, so doom and gloom aside, what does one do with money? I mean, in the face of World War III? Well, first of all, we have to realize one thing here. That World War III is less likely to be a nuclear war, necessarily. Rather, this is the World Web 3 war. That is a war of information. Information that's either free or owned by a centralized authority. What does free actually mean? Well, as McDaniels, from Run DMC, as he might have pointed out recently in an article about NFTs, it has to do with the autonomous and the sovereign right to creation. And yes, that has a double meaning here. If you own what you create, then you're working in the realm of freedom. Okay? If you don't own what you create, if someone can put a tax on it, then you don't actually own a damn thing. The government. I can't even say the word right. The government. The government clods own it. It's really simple. So, what do you do with your crypto investments? What do you do with that digital land? What do you do with digital money? Well, the IRS calls it virtual money, virtual assets, whatever. Proper terminology is that cryptocurrency is digital money. In answer to this, I can only say what I would do for myself, because this is not financial advice, okay? This is not financial advice. This is what I would do. And this is what I do. Although I wish I could do this full time. But then I wouldn't be able to have these conversations with you. So, Firstly, don't move your money all around. Okay? I mean, because today at 12 o'clock, people will be shouting Ethereum. At 12:30, people will be shouting Bitcoin. At 1 o'clock, Elon Musk will be talking about Dogecoin. At 2 o'clock, people will be talking about Shiba Inu coin. And so on. You see where I'm going with this, right? Don't keep moving your money around. Every time you move from one cryptocurrency to another, guess what happens? Dun, 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 dun. Here comes the IRS. Good evening. This is the IRS. I have noticed you created a taxable event. I don't mean to pry. Oh, but they do. They really do. They'd like to search through your underwear drawer if they could. Stick with something you believe in for the long term. Okay, because every time you sell an asset, and every time you, and sometimes you have to sell, you need a little extra money. But every time you convert that Bitcoin into Ethereum coin, or Ethereum into Dogecoin, or Dogecoin into XLM, or whatever, you are triggering a taxable event. That means when you go to prepare your tax report, you're going to have a headache because most of these exchanges keep really crappy records of your transactions, your history. Yeah, the IRS, the government, kind of stepped into this crypto matrix a little too early because they, you know what, I believe they really got scared, you know. They were jonesing some of that moolah. They saw you walking out of the room with a hot bitch and they said, I gotta get a piece of that ass. How dare you? We're the government, motherfucker. No, they probably do. You know, I mean, it's like it's watching the Godfather movies. You know, it's all these hats and clothes, but it's really just dressed up bullying. Talking about the government. Say it while you can, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck the government, because pretty soon you won't be able to say it anymore. Anyway, as to advice, instead of moving your money, begin to influence the coincidences surrounding certain events. I've been doing this for a long time. Are you listening to my podcast? Do pay attention. In other words, what I mean here is move the markets with psionic mental influence. And if you can't do that, put the idea in somebody else's head who can do it. Your will is power. You might not have known that, but I'm going to tell you that it is, and you know why? You know, here's a sure tell sign that what you think does matter. The media cares what you think about their ratings. Politico seems to care what you think about Donald Trump wearing his pants on backwards. I mean, god damn it. Because what you focus on gets empowered. You know, that's the trick behind all the pagan teachings and so on. Never have ever been a really big Crowley fan or anything like that. Baphomet gets stronger because you think of Baphomet, right? Mickey Mouse gets more powerful because you think of Mickey Mouse. In fact, Mickey Mouse might even be more powerful than Baphomet. You probably didn't know that either. Turn your mind's eye on to the creators and blockchains that you care about. Those blockchains, those independent creators who will produce something that you believe in. something that you want to support, okay, if you want to support it monetarily, if you wish to invest, pick one, maybe pick two, then stick with it. Write it out. You know, I mean, don't get cold feet just because there's a dip. Write it out. Every time something goes the way you don't want it, go to your psionics. Do not go to your exchange and move your money around it. You know, again, this is not financial advice. This is just the way I see it. Okay, this is how I see it. Like it or not. Up to you. There are, I can tell you this, 3 items which I have. Yes, I see you've discovered a magical item, have you? Yes, 3 actually. If I don't say so myself. Well, I did say so myself. 3 items which will give you all of my psionics power from my former mentor, Charles Castellano, and a bit more from me in the recent years. And by no way is that a comparison. That's not what I mean. I meant that I have continued the work, as my mentor once said I would need to do. Number 1, you need the Psionics Academy 101. Pretty straightforward. Listen, it's just under 3 hours of awesome video and slides. Badass. Throw in some good music too. Yeah, and I mean, so like in less than 3 hours, you'll get, real fast, you'll get just about everything I learned in 35 years. And it's that powerful because I took the time to make sure that this video course will deliver to you exactly what I intended. And so far, every one of my friends of Vrilock who has taken this course absolutely loves it. And it's really powerful. Number 2, Psionic Cryptomancer. Yeah, but of course, how are you going to do cryptocurrency if you're not a cryptomancer? I mean, you must be scared out of your pants to get into cryptocurrency trading without a little, you know, rabbit's foot or some kind of magical medallion around your neck these days. I mean, the thing's volatile. It's vicious. No, it's not really that bad, actually. It can be. But use what I have programmed into Psionic Cryptomancer to help you get the most out of blockchains, understanding blockchains. And you don't have to understand the rocket science of Ethereum's virtual machines or what are state machines and so on. But I'll give you the gist of it and then teach you how to remotely influence with your mind systems, events, control the blockchains. I've boosted Solana a few times. That was fun. We even did a little bit for Stellar. That was fun too. Number 3, awesome amplifiers. Why? What do you mean why? Well, alright, I'm going to tell you all about it. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about it. Otherwise, if I tell you all about it, then you don't need to take the video course, right? Well, you'd still need the amplifiers. And these are special amplifiers. Yeah, some of them you've seen before, but I threw in a special one. The transfer on. Oh, yes. The transfer on amplifier. Bet you never heard of that before, have you? Well, my competitors and thieves, you better get this video course so you can steal my transfer on. Because I know you're going to fucking do it. Don't worry, I'll get you later. Awesome amplifiers will help you amplify everything else that you learned. And I will get you later, by the way. You combine these 3 video courses and master 30 plus years of power in less than an afternoon of watching very powerful and entertaining magic courses. These are fun. And it's about time you enjoy having some power. And that is all you need. Right here at Vrilock.com/shop. All the video courses are right there at the top. It's everything you need. If you want to dabble around in some other books or audiobooks, no problem. Feel free to do so. You might really enjoy yourself. Got some extra Christmas money, go ahead. And if you want to join the club, that's at Vrilock.club. But get these video courses first, because that's going to give you the foundation from which you will build the remainder of your journey into power. Keep the magic high. This is Herr Doktor signing out.